A while back, a woman described for me an interaction she had with her 6-year-old daughter. Mom, a brunette, is starting to have a few gray hairs. And one day when Mom was doing dishes, her 6-year-old daughter said, "Mom, how come some of your hairs are gray?" And the lady said, "This is what I told her. I told her, well, every time you do something wrong that makes me sad, one of my hairs turns gray." Little girl thought about that and said, "Mommy, how come all of Grandma's hairs are white?" Don't you just love family? On this feast of the Holy Family, our scriptures give us one glimpse into those early days in their life. And what do we see? We see that they are holding on. They are running for their lives. And the image of them that I have is of them holding on to one another for safety. It's certainly not the only way that they would hold on. In those early days, I picture Mary and Joseph teaching Jesus how to pray as a part of their Jewish heritage. And I picture them showing Jesus how to live and values that would last with him his whole life. And I could picture them helping Jesus know who he was and what mattered in this world and what didn't. In those days, they were holding on. But as Jesus got older, you see how much energy their family also spent letting go. You know, after Jesus was about 12 or 13, the scriptures tell about a time when, returning from a pilgrimage, Jesus got lost. Any parent who's ever had a child who got lost knows the horrible feeling that is. But then, when they found him, Jesus' answer hurt. "Well, didn't you know I had to be doing my Father's business?" And while it might have been true, it was painful. It had to be another letting go for them to hear him respond that way. And when he began his more public ministry, once some people came to the door while he was preaching and said, "Your mother is here and your brothers." He said, "Who is my mother? Who is my brother? The one who does the will of God is my family." Again, it might be true, but that had to be a painful letting go to hear those words. And then the great letting go. On his way to his death, carrying his cross, and Jesus met his mother face to face. And all the letting go in a mother's heart to see her son suffer. And the pain in Jesus' heart to know that his mom saw him that way. In the family, the Holy Family, there was holding on and letting go. And so are families. I told some of you about a friend of mine some years ago when his daughter was graduating from high school, and part of the image he used in speaking about that, he talked about the time that he taught his daughter Rachel how to ride a bike. And his first job as she got on that bike was to hold on. And he walked with her and stayed with her and kind of ran on, holding along until she got her balance better. And as she got her balance better, he ran along, letting go. And she said, "Dad, are you holding on?" He said, "Yes." He said, "But I was mostly not." But when finally she got comfortable enough and safe enough, he stopped and let her go. And he said that's exactly how it would be his whole life. There would be times when he would hold on in all the ways that a daughter needed a dad to do so. And there would be all those other times that he let go. How about you in your family? Are you holding on or letting go? I suggest that with our own families, sometimes we let go too quickly. Maybe we were so busy we never really made time to be with them in all the ways they needed us, to teach us to pray and to help them know their identity. Or maybe as they got older, it was harder to know how to have a conversation, and so we just let go. Or maybe there was a hurt, and so we just kind of wrote them off. We just let them go instead of doing the hard work of reconciliation to learn through that. Sometimes we let go too quickly. And sometimes we hold on too long, like we never really let the person grow and be different. We try to make them the way we wanted them always to be, and we don't see who they really are. Or there are those other letting goes. A friend of mine whose second daughter of 2 left for college this spring is not handling it well. Yes, she loves her daughter deeply, but she's too enmeshed in her daughter's life, and yet my encouragement is getting some counseling because she doesn't know how to let her go. And right now, it's almost as if she doesn't know who she is now that her daughter has moved out of the house. In our homes, there's always got to be some holding on and some letting go. And here's the truth. The truth is, if we are, as beloved sons and daughters of God, living our call well, we will always be simultaneously holding on and letting go. I'll repeat that. The truth is that if we are beloved sons and daughters of God, living our call well, we will always simultaneously be holding on and letting go. I think each person this day needs to look into our own hearts and think about in our own families. And where is it that we might be letting go too quickly? And where is it that we might be holding on too long? And perhaps a mom understands this best. No matter how big your kids get, they'll always still fit in your heart. And even right there, you are letting them go, even as you hold them. And before we go, boys and girls, maybe we should see how big Al is today. Well, hello, old buddy. How are you? What's the matter? You're mad? Well, at whom are you angry? My sister. You're mad at your sister? Why? Oh, she did all that? Well, Big Al, I understand being angry. I don't blame you for being a little angry. Present. Oh, you're going to give her a present anyway, that even though you're angry at her? What are you going to give her? Big Al, I'm going to give it to her. You're going to give it to her. Yeah. No, Big Al. Sorry, yeah, Big Al. I know that family is hard. So hard. I know. But Big Al, isn't it true that deep down you love her? You do? All right, yeah. If anybody ever hurt her, you'd feel sad, wouldn't you? Oh, I know family is hard, but I pray that maybe you would tell her what she did and ask her not to do that again, but never to clobber, because that never helps. And you forgive her, huh? I'll try. You'll try? That's good. Go, Mizzou. Bye. And boys and girls, I am convinced that the most annoying people in the whole world are the ones you live with. Nobody will get on your nerves more, but it's important to love them well, to hold on and to let go and to forgive, because Jesus is in them for us.